Hello friends and welcome to this video. We are with the fifth chapter titled as Linear Prediction and Optimum Linear Filters to study our subject Advanced Digital Signal Processing. So far in this chapter, after understanding the representation of a stationary random process, then the special case where the power spectral density is a rational function, the topic it was rational power spectra. We have understood the relationships between the filter parameters A sub k, B sub k with the autocorrelation sequence generally denoted by gamma sub xx of m here. Now, with forward linear prediction and backward linear prediction understood, we have also addressed the optimum reflection coefficient for the lattice forward and backward predictors. And in the previous video, we have seen the relationship of an autoregressive process to a linear prediction here. So now, based on to the understanding of those particular relationships, we have to determine the solution for the normal equation that arises there, and thereupon we are going to find the solution with the help of Levinson-Darwin algorithm. So here we have the topic to understand solution of normal equations, Levinson-Darwin algorithm. What are the details of this algorithm so that we can have the determination of solution for normal equations? Let us see. So here we can start with the topic titled Solution of Normal Equation Levinson-Darwin Algorithm here. So as in the previous video where we address relationship of an AR process to the linear prediction, we have seen that the mean square value that we represented by MSE, so the minimization of the MSE or the forward prediction error has resulted into a set of linear equations for the coefficients of the predictor. So that particular equation we have shown the corresponding equation for the predictor of the order P thereupon. And these particular equations are called as the normal equations also, and they can be expressed into the compact form. The compact form in the mathematical expression will be summation k is equal to 0 to p for the product of a suffix p of k multiplied to gamma suffix xx of l minus k, that is equal to 0, where this l is equal to 1 2 3 and so on up to p, whereas a suffix p of 0, this is associated to the predictor here, and this is equal to 1. Now, the resulting minimum value of the mean square error, that can also be abbreviated as MMSE, can be given by the following equation. So this is what the equation we see. Minimum of the mean square error, that can be denoted capital E suffix p to its power we have represented small f, and this is nothing but the addition of gamma suffix xx of 0 with the summation k is equal to 1 to p, the predictor parameter here a suffix p of k multiplied to gamma suffix xx of minus k here. Now if we augment to the normal equation given by the following form, where we have summation k is equal to 0 to p for the multiplication of the prediction parameter a suffix p of k to gamma suffix xx of l minus k, that is equal to 0 provided l is equal to 1 to 3 and so on up to P there, we obtain the set of augmented normal equations expressed in the form given here. We have the summation k is equal to 0 to p a suffix p of k multiplied to gamma suffix xx of l minus k, having the two values. First one is MMSE, that is denoted by e suffix p and the power is small f. So that is minimum mean square error, where L is equal to 0. Otherwise, the RHS is equal to 0 for L is equal to the value greater than 0. We have 1, 2, 3 and so on up to small p. Now, if the random process is a special case of autoregressive, so that time this minimum mean square error will be basically the variance denoted by sigma suffix w, and sigma is squared here. Now we are going to discuss the computationally efficient algorithm for finding solution to the normal equation that we have talked about. There are basically two computationally efficient algorithms for solving the normal equations. The first one is our current topic, that it is the Levinson-Durbin algorithm here. It was originally developed by Levinson in the year 1947 and further modified by Durbin in the year 1959. So it is suitable for serial processing and has a computational complexity of capital O in the bracket small p square here. Along with the Levinson-Durbin algorithm, we are going to address in the next video the second algorithm named by Schur algorithm. It is developed by Schur in the year 1917 and it computes the reflection coefficient in O in the bracket p square operations but with parallel processes, whereas the computations can be performed in O of p time here. So let us begin to describe the first type of the algorithm, the Levinson-Durbin algorithm and the Schur algorithm we shall address in the next video here. Here we know that both the algorithms exploit the Toeplitz symmetry property that is inherent in the autocorrelation matrix, the second order statistics here. So here we start with the Levinson-Durbin algorithm here that exploits the spatial symmetry in the autocorrelation matrix here, and here the matrix can be denoted by capital gamma suffix p, and here you see the first row having gamma suffix xx of 0, the second element is gamma suffix xx conjugate of 1, then conjugate gamma suffix xx of p minus 1. In the second row we have gamma suffix xx of 1, gamma suffix xx of 0, gamma suffix xx, gamma is conjugate form of p minus 2 here. So this way we have the last row gamma suffix xx of p minus 1 up to the last element will be gamma suffix xx of 0 here. So here the gamma suffix p of I comma j, if we take, this is equal to gamma suffix p of I minus j. So that the autocorrelation matrix that generally we have the representation gamma suffix xx of m is a Toeplitz matrix, and since the representation of the matrix by gamma suffix p of I comma j, when it is equal to the conjugate of the same gamma suffix p of j comma I, the matrix is also known to be a Hermitian matrix here. Now the popularity of the Levinson-Durbin methodology to find the solution to these normal equations is that it is basically utilizing the Toeplitz property of the matrix, and this is to proceed a recursive fashion. So beginning with the predictor of the order m is equal to 1, that is one coefficient, and then to increase the order recursively, this algorithm works here. So the solution to the first order predictor can be of the form, here we have a suffix 1 of 1, the ratio which is minus the negation of, in the numerator here we have gamma suffix xx of 1, in the denominator here we have gamma suffix xx of 0, and the corresponding resulted minimum mean square error MMSE can be given by capital E suffix 1 to the power, here we have small f, this is equal to gamma suffix xx of 0 added by the multiplication of a1 of 1 with gamma suffix xx of minus 1. By the next step we can also write it to the form taking gamma suffix xx of 0 common outside the square bracket, inside there it will be 1 minus mod square of a1 of 1 here. Now a1 of 1 is also equal to capital K1. K in capital casing we are representing to be the reflection coefficient. So capital K suffix 1 is the first reflection coefficient into the lattice filter. So after this we have a next step. Next step is to have solution for the coefficients of the higher order, as like a2 of 1, a2 of 2, that is for the second order predictor and to express the solution in terms of the earlier a1 of 1 here. So here we have the two equations obtained here. These equations I show to you. So the equation is a2 of 1 multiplied to gamma suffix xx of 0 added by a2 of 2 multiplied to the conjugate of gamma suffix xx of 1. This is equal to minus of gamma suffix xx of 1. Whereas the second equation is a2 of 1 multiplied to gamma suffix xx of 1 is added by a2 of 2 multiplied by gamma suffix xx of 0. So this is equal to minus of the gamma suffix xx of 2 here. Now let us by using the solution into the earlier case that it was a1 of 1 to be equal to the minus of the ratio gamma suffix xx of 1 divided by gamma suffix xx of 0. In order to have elimination of gamma suffix xx of 1, we obtain the solution to the form for this current case a2 of 2 is equal to minus gamma suffix xx of 2 added by a1 of 1 multiplied to gamma suffix xx of 1 divided by capital E suffix 1 f here. So here we have the relationship a2 of 1 is equal to a1 of 1 added by a2 of 2 in multiplication to the conjugate of a1 of 1. So in this order we have obtained here the coefficients of the second order predictor only. So here we have a2 of 2 to be equal to capital K2, capital K as I discussed is the reflection coefficient. So K2 will be the second reflection coefficient into the current lattice filter here. So if we go on proceeding in this particular manner, then we can have expression of the coefficients of the mth order predictor in terms of the coefficients of m minus first order predictor here. So here we can write the coefficient vector A as the sum of the two vectors. So mathematically we express it as small a suffix m is equal to the column matrix. Here we have the first element am of 1, second element am of 2. In this way the last element am of m. So here it is into the form of sum of the two vector forms here. The first term on the RHS you see the column matrix a suffix m minus 1 up to 0, and this is further added to the matrix of the vector here d suffix m minus 1, and the last entry is capital K suffix m. So here the prediction coefficient as denoted by a suffix m minus 1 is basically for the concerned order of the predictor here. And now let us have the partitioning of the m by m autocorrelation matrix. As very first of all we have denoted by capital gamma suffix xx. So here it is capital gamma suffix m is equal to the matrix denoted. The first two is capital gamma suffix m minus 1. The second element to it small gamma suffix m minus 1, and to the power we have b conjugate. The second row is gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt, and the last element small gamma suffix xx of 0 here. So here for this representation gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt is equal to the vector representation. Here we have gamma suffix xx of m minus 1, gamma suffix xx of m minus 2. So in this way we have gamma suffix xx of 1 here. Now here we have the denotion of the vector gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power t here, that is equal to gamma suffix xx of 1, gamma suffix xx of 2 up to gamma suffix xx of m minus 1 with the elements taken into the reverse order as compared to the earlier one here. So now the solution to the equation form where we have capital gamma suffix m multiplied by the parameter small a suffix m equal to minus of small gamma suffix m. We express the mathematical relationship by the help of this matrix equation. Here we have first of all the matrix of the order 2 by 2. gamma suffix m minus 1, gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power b conjugate, small casing of the gamma. The last and the second row here, gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt, and gamma suffix xx of 0 here. So this is multiplied to the curly bracket where we have the addition of the two vector forms. The first one is the matrix A suffix m minus 1, second entry is 0, and this is added to the matrix form where we have D suffix m minus 1, and the second entry is the reflection coefficient for the mth order, so capital K suffix m here. And on the RHS, this operation is equated to minus of the vector form where we have gamma suffix m minus 1, and the second entry is gamma suffix xx of m here. So this is a very important step into our current algorithm, Levinson-Durbin algorithm. Now from this particular relation, we obtain the two separate equations we can have, as we have the rows in the above equation to be of 2 for each and every matrix here. So matrix is just collection of the coefficients of the linear equations here. So we have the two equations extracted from the earlier representation. The first equation is gamma suffix m minus 1 multiplied to the parameter small a suffix m minus 1, which is added to gamma suffix m minus 1 into d suffix m minus 1, and further it is added to the third term capital K suffix m multiplied to gamma suffix m minus 1 b conjugate. So this is equal to minus of gamma suffix m minus 1 into the suffix here. Whereas the second equation that we can extract is gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt. This is multiplied to a suffix m minus 1, further added to gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power we have bt. This is multiplied to d suffix m minus 1, and this is further added to k suffix m multiplied to gamma suffix xx of 0. So this is equal to minus of gamma suffix xx of m here. Now, since we know that the gamma suffix m minus 1, the capital gamma, multiplied to a suffix m minus 1, the first term of the upper equation, this is equal to minus of gamma suffix m minus 1. It will give us the solution d suffix m minus 1 is equal to minus of capital K suffix m multiplied to capital gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power we have minus 1, and this is further multiplied to small gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power b conjugate. Now since small gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power b conjugate is just the gamma suffix m minus 1 with all the elements, those are taken into the reverse order and further conjugated. Hence, the corresponding solution can be given to the form where we write small d suffix m minus 1 is equal to capital K suffix m multiplied to the parameter a suffix m minus 1 to the power b conjugate. This is equal to, we write capital K suffix m as it is. This is further multiplied to, here we write the matrix form, the column matrix, the conjugate a suffix m minus 1 of m minus 1, conjugate a suffix m minus 1 of m minus 2, and this way up to conjugate m minus 1 of 1 here. Now if we manipulate the last two equations along with this particular equation, we can have the elimination of d suffix m minus 1, and we can write the equation form as capital K suffix m multiplied to the square bracket that has addition of gamma suffix xx of 0 with gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt multiplied to the parameter a suffix m minus 1 to the power we have b conjugate, and this term is added to gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt multiplied by a suffix m minus 1. So this is equal to minus gamma suffix xx of m here. So therefore, the reflection coefficient for the mth order here we denote as capital K suffix m, that is equal to minus of gamma suffix xx of m added by gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt multiplied to the parameter small a suffix m minus 1, and this addition is divided by gamma suffix xx of 0 added to gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt multiplied to a suffix m minus 1 b conjugate here. Now, if we make the substitution of capital K suffix m from this equation and d suffix m minus 1 from one of our previous equation before the equation of km into the square bracket added by the gamma and that parameter here. So if we have the substitution to the equation of in the matrix form a suffix m here, we get the new forms of the equation where we write small a suffix m of m is equal to capital K suffix m, that is equal to minus of the ratio where numerator is gamma suffix xx of m added to gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt further multiplied to a suffix m minus 1, and this is divided by gamma suffix xx of 0 further added by gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt multiplied to small a suffix m minus 1 b conjugate here. Here we also express it to the another form where we have minus as it is. In the numerator we have gamma suffix xx of m added by gamma suffix m minus 1 to the power bt multiplied to a suffix m minus 1 as it is. In the denominator here we denote it as mmse, so minimum mean square error denoted by capital E suffix m to the power f here. Now we also write small a suffix m of k is equal to small a suffix m minus 1 of k added by capital K suffix m, the conjugate of a suffix m minus 1 of m minus k in multiplication to this capital K suffix m. So this is equal to small a suffix m minus 1 of k further added to a suffix m of m multiplied to the conjugate of a suffix m minus 1 of m minus k, where k is equal to 1 to 3 and so on up to m minus 1 and m is 1 to 3 and so on up to small p. So this is the recursive relation, and we can have the information that the Levinson-Durbin algorithm produces the reflection coefficients for the optimum lattice prediction filter as well as the coefficients of the optimum direct form FIR predictor here. So at last, determining the expression for MMSE, minimum mean square error, or the mth order predictor, we denote capital E suffix m to the power f here for the capital E. This is equal to gamma suffix xx of 0 added by the summation k is equal to 1 to small m or the product of a suffix m of k multiplied to gamma suffix xx of minus k here. By the next step, we write gamma suffix xx of 0 as it is added by the summation k is equal to 1 to m, and in place of small a suffix m of k we write the square bracket where we have a suffix m minus 1 of k added to a suffix m of m into the conjugate of a suffix m minus 1 of m minus k, and this is further added to gamma suffix xx of minus k as in the above case here. So here we represent capital E suffix m minus 1 to the power f multiplied to the square bracket that has 1 minus mod square a suffix m of m, and this can be further capital E suffix m minus 1 to the power, here we write f here, and this is for 1 minus mod square of capital K suffix m here, where m is 1 to 3 and so on up to small p here. So here capital E suffix 0 to the power f is equal to gamma suffix xx of 0 here. Since the reflection coefficients satisfy the property that mod of the reflection coefficient capital K is less than or equal to 1, the minimum mean square error, that is MMSE, for the sequence of the predictors satisfy the condition provided as capital E suffix 0 to the power f greater than or equal to capital E suffix 1 power f, that is greater than or equal to capital E suffix 2 power f greater than or equal to likewise greater than or equal to the capital E suffix p to the power F here. So here the derivation for the Levinson-Durbin algorithm for finding solution to the linear equations as shown by capital gamma suffix m into a suffix m, that is equal to minus of gamma suffix m for small m is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on up to capital P is completed here. One thing can be noted that here the linear equation have the special property that the vector on the RHS, that is right hand side of the equation, also appears as a vector into the left hand side where we have capital gamma suffix m. So in more general case where the vector on the RHS is some other vector, let us say it is denoted by small c of m, the set of linear equations can be solved into a recursive manner by introduction of a second recursive equation to find solution to the more general linear equation shown as capital gamma suffix m multiplied to b suffix m, that is equal to c suffix m here. So this is just resulting into the case of a generalized Levinson-Durbin algorithm here. So here we are completed with the topic solution to normal equations by the Levinson-Durbin algorithm here. The same case we are going to deal by the use of Chur algorithm into the next video. The topic it will be solution of normal equation Chur algorithm. So this is in continuation to the same chapter titled as linear prediction and optimum linear filters. Thank you.